Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. So we will try to see this numerical. Okay, and cost of capital is the topic which is remaining from this unit that we'll try to introduce. And by the next lecture, mostly unit number 2 will be over. And next week we'll have a taste on this, mostly on Friday, that is after 7 days. Okay, so you can start preparing. I will share this PPT today on the Teams, and the chapter material has already been shared. Okay, so cost of capital thing I'll share maybe once it is completed. So this is a similar type of problem. There are 4 projects with initial investment is 1,000 for AB and CD 1,300, and there are cash flows given. Okay, so first is finding out the payback period for each project. Okay, so I will show you the calculation of A. You can do B, C, D, and we'll see the answers. Okay, so for project A, the payback period will be in how many years it covers the 1,000 rupees, the initial investment. Okay, so that is 1,000 divided by 600 plus 200 plus 200. That means in the first year it will cover 600 rupees. In the second year it will cover 200, total becomes 800, and third year it will be 1,000. So by the end of the third year, everything which we had invested has been covered. So the payback period for this project A is 3 years. Okay, so similarly for B, if you want to find out, it will be 1,000, 200, 200, 600, that is again 3 years. Okay, but the cash flows are different. Higher cash flows are appearing in the later years as compared to the project A. Okay, and payback for C is 3 years. That means 1,000, 100. That is 300 rupees have been covered in the first 3 years, and in the fourth year the cash inflow is 1,600. But we require only 1,000 out of that. So 1,600, if you assume, is achieved uniformly throughout the year, then per month how much inflow we get is 600, 1,600 by 12. Okay, and that will be used to divide the remaining amount, that is 1,000 rupees. Okay, so it comes to 3 years, 7.5 months. Okay, so now with this understanding, you can try to find out now what is the payback for D. Let me know what is the payback period for D. I hope you are sitting with a pen, calculator, and a notebook.
Year and 5.3 months.
Yes.
3 year plus 5.3 months.
5.3 months. Why? Why are you saying 5.3? In the first 3 years, you cover the 300 rupees out of 1000. What remains is 1000 rupees to be covered in the fourth year, which is giving you 1600 in a year. So will it not remain the same? Project payback for C as well as D will remain same. This
Yes,
1000 divided by 1600 by 12 is 7.5 correct or it is wrong? Are you all solving it or no?
सर वो एक बार रिपीट करो लास्ट वाला.
See, this payback period for C, 1300 rupees is the initial investment. We need to find out in how many years we are going to cover this 1300 rupees. So in the first year 100, second year 100 and third year 100. Okay, so 300 rupees out of 1300 has been covered in the first 3 years. That is the same case with D as well. Because in the first 2 years there is 0, but third year you covered 300. So what remains is 1000 rupees. So 1000 rupees will be covered in the
7.5 months, sir.
you are going to have an inflow in the final year. So how much are you going to cover in 1 month in that period? If it is uniformly attained, 1600 divided by 12, no? How much we are going to earn every month will be 1600 divided by 12. समझ रहे हैं आपको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1600 by 12 is per month cash inflows,
133.
no? या सो 133 अगर एक महीने में आपको मिल रहा है तो 1000 रुपीज ओवरकम करने के लिए जो भी रिमेनिंग अमाउंट है करने के लिए कितने महीने लगेंगे? 1000 डिवाइडेड बाय 133.33, नो? करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
कहाँ लगा सावंत?
Yes, sir.
So that
7.5
is
इधर.
so 7.5 आ रहा है क्या? वही I wanted to
Yes,
confirm
sir.
because somebody told me 5.5 वो B के लिए बोल रहा था.
नहीं
So
सर,
that is wrong, ना?
7.5. Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
7.5 आएगा ना? Payback period for D will also remain same.
Yes.
Cash flows are having different nature, but it remains same. Now you read point B. If the standard payback period is 2 years, which project will you select? If standard payback period decided by the management is 2 years, which project will you select out of A, B, C, D? Yes.
Either A or B.
Yes, sir.
Aim.
E. Which one?
A.
E. Why E? What is the rule for acceptance in payback period? Payback period method. Payback period of the project should be greater or lesser than the standard payback period. Payback period कम होना चाहिए, ज्यादा होना चाहिए? Which is better? Project A is better or project C is better as the payback period method is concerned? See, payback period method focuses on overcoming the investment as early as possible. So short term risk is addressed there, short term profit is also addressed. Okay, so these are certain advantages we had seen, no? So smaller the payback period, better it is. So if the standard payback period is 2 years, which project will you select? See, you will reject all the 4. Why? Because
2 years ended. Hello.
okay, so you will select uh, you will not select any of the projects. Why? Because the standard payback
Standard 2
period
years.
is lesser than any of the payback periods of these projects. 3 years means standard should have been 2 years or less. Okay, so none of the project will be selected. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now the second statement in the point B is, will you answer what will your answer be different if the standard payback is 3 years? If the standard payback is increased from 2 to 3 years, which projects will you select?
Between A and B.
Either A or B.
Either
A,
example.
B will be selected, C and D will be rejected.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope now the things are clear. It's not very difficult.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now the second C point is, if the cost of capital is 10%, that is opportunity cost of capital, compute the discounted payback for each period. Okay, so I am asking you a question now, uh, whether it is true or false. You tell me. The discounted payback period is always less than the simple payback period. Is this true or false?
True.
Hmm?
True.
True. Okay. So why? Because we are going to convert the future cash flows into the present values by discounting it at a particular rate. Okay. So this 600 after 1 year is not going to remain 600 today. It will be somewhat lesser. Okay, at a particular discount rate. So calculation for A I will show you. You can do for one of the projects and then we'll go ahead. Say project A discounted payback will be 600 is the amount which we are receiving at the end of the first year in the project A. When we discount it at 10%, the formula is 600 divided by 1 plus R. Okay, so 1 upon 1 plus R, that is 1 upon 1.1 is nothing but 0.909. So this 0.909 you need to take from the present value table of lump sum. Okay, then 200 into 0.826, that is 10% column, and 2 years you will get 0.826. Okay, that is nothing but 1 upon 1 plus 0.1 raised to the power 2, plus third year is 200 into 0.751. 0.751. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
That
Yes, sir.
600 rupees after 1 year is what is the value of it today? That is 600 into 909. 0.909 प्लस वो यहाँ पे प्लस चाहिए बाय मिस्टेक डिड नॉट कम ओके प्लस 200 into 0.86 so 200 rupees after 2 years what is the present value of 200 today that is 200 into 0.826 same way 200 after 3 years what is its present value will be 200 into 0.751 okay clear so that is if you calculate these three terms it comes to 860.80 okay so in first 3 years we covered 860.80 rupees okay so remaining amount will be covered in the final year its present value of 1000 rupees after 4 years is 0.683 this is the 10% column fourth row that is after 4 years what is that point PV present value factor is 0.683 so 683 divided by 12 okay so 683 rupees is the cash inflow in terms of present value in the fourth year so per month you will find out and this remaining is around 140 or say whatever is the amount divided by that thing okay so I think this is not 5.6 months can you calculate this term 1000 minus 860.80 just tell me what is the value
139.2 वो फुल करने का है कि सिर्फ 1000 माइनस 860.80
yes so what is the value
सब वो फुल ब्रैकेट की सिर्फ 1000 माइनस 860.80
नहीं पूरा 1000 minus 860.80 divided by that term
हाँ एक सेकंड
does it come by 5 I think 5.6 wrong answer है just
2.445.
2 point
445
so
or
2.45 means
2.446.
2.5 months okay so you can make that correction there you just make it 2.5 months so this okay so can you find it out for B on the similar lines what is the discounted payback period for B those present value factors are going to remain same only the cash flow value will change so for project B it will be 200 into 0.909 plus 200 into 0.826 plus 600 into 0.751 so all these three terms together whatever comes will come here okay and this is same 1000 rupees into 0.683
जैसे
by 12
200 इंटू 0.909 के बाद में प्लस है ना प्लस 2 बाकी है
this is
ना
plus this is plus ये टर्म क्या आ रहा है? व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस? क्या आ रहा है वैल्यू वहां पे? ये पहले 3 टर्म्स का वैल्यू क्या है? 797. 60.
797.6 पहले वो 3 का.
So this remains same 3 years and this month thing will change. Let us see. Okay, so this is 2.5 ना? Change नहीं हुआ क्या? यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है? 1000 minus 797.60 divided by in the bracket 1000 0.623.
3.55.
हाँ कितना? 3.55.
हाँ
3.5. What did you say?
3.55.
3.5 months.
यस सर. एक बार चेक कर दो फिर सर. यस सर.
3.55.
क्या रहा है? 3.5 correct ना?
Yes
3.5.
sir.
So likewise you can also do for 3 C and D. Only take care that it is 1300. Okay. So after the class you can try this and find out. Okay.
Yes.
Now we go to the D point. Now in this case for 3 years as well as 2 years all the projects are going to get rejected. Because in all the cases the payback period is going to be less. Standard payback period is lesser. Okay. Now the last one, that is compute the NPV of each project. So NPV के लिए project
हॅलो
A.
सर.
हाँ बोलिए.
हा सर ते 3.55 जे आपण मंथ म्हणतोय ते 0.55 डेज मध्ये लिहिलं पाहिजे का 3.55 असं जनरल लिहिलं तरी चालतंय? म्हणजे
हाँ means it is
0.55
just
50
yeah, you can write 3.5 or 3.6 3.55 anything will do.
म्हणजे म्हणजे असं की 3.55 किंवा मग 3.15 डेज म्हणजे 3 मंथ 15 डेज वगैरे असं राहावं लागेल की
नाही काही गरज नाही. दॅट विल बी वॉट एव्हर ऑप्शन्स विल बी गिवन टू यू, you know, it will be containing some near figure to 3.55, so that you need to select. Okay,
Sir,
अच्छा
if it is in days, then you will have to select in days. Okay,
ओके
but it's okay, 3.55 is right.
sir,
Hmm.
Cचा आणि Dचा पेबॅक पिरियड कसा काढला ते परत एकदा एक्सप्लेन करा ना.
कोणता पिरियड?
पेबॅक पिरियड C आणि D साठी.
Pay, yeah, this one.
Yes.
See, payback period concept is you need to find out in how many years you are going to overcome your initial investments. So C और D के लिए 1300 rupees है. So in the first year you earn 100 rupees. So how much remains is 1200 rupees. Second year you again earn 100 rupees. How much remains? 1100. Third year again 100. So how much is remaining now to cover 1000 rupees by the end of the third year? Is this
Yes.
correct? Okay. So now in the fourth year you need to cover only 1000 rupees. Okay, but what inflow we are getting, what income we are getting is 1600. So now we can't directly say that 4 years is the payback period, isn't it? So you
Yes.
need to find out how many months more are required in the fourth year to cover the remaining 1000 rupees. Okay, so now this 1600 in 12 months, if you consider that uniformly we are earning this 1600 rupees, so every month how much are we earning? That will be 1600 divided by 12.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is here 1600 divided by 12, that comes to 133.33 rupees. Okay, so that is in 1 month. So second month will be earning 266.66 rupees. Third month it will be 399.99. Okay, in 6 months it will be double of that. So like that, how many months are required to cover 1000 rupees? That is what we are written here.
Yes, sir.
1300 minus 300, which is covered in the 3 years. So this 1000 rupees will have to be covered in the fourth year, but how many months are required? That is this calculation, 1600 by 12, that is 133.33 in 1 month. So how many months will require to overcome 1000 rupees? That is 7.5 months.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now NPV method, we need to simply consider all the cash inflows. All the cash inflows we need to consider, and we need to convert them into the present values and add them. So 600 after 1 year, what is its present value? We need to multiply it by present value factor of lump sum, that is 0.909. Okay, 0.826, 0.751, 0.683, the respective cash inflows are multiplied. So you get 1363.80. Okay, so this is for which rate? 10% rate. If the discount rate changes, this factors will also change. Okay, so this is simply 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 1, 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 2, 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 3, and this is 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 4. So the calculations are already done for these things, and they are presented in a tabulated form, which are called as present value factor tables. Okay, so one table is for lump sum. That means whenever the cash inflows are different in different years, if you have throughout the same uniform cash flows, then you can directly use uh, the present value factor for annuity tables. Okay, so there you will have only one number to be multiplied to the whatever is the uniform cash inflow for the respective number of years. That will be basically 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 2 plus 1 upon 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 3 plus 1 upon 1 plus r raised to the power 4. ये पूरा ब्रैकेट में एक करके कैलकुलेट करके आपको दिए, ठीक है. So in case if there are cash flows, uniform cash flows, okay, so that in that case you will be using that table of annuity. Clear again? Now you try tell me the value for B now. B के लिए क्या रहेगा? Quickly you tell me. You know this 4 factors you already know. Only cash inflows are changing. Instead of 600 here, it will be 200 because for B first year cash inflows are 200, second year again 200, third year 600. यहाँ पे 200 की जगह पे 600 रहेगा and this remains same. So tell me quickly what is the cash inflow for B?
$1480.6.
14 कम आना चाहिए ना रे, ज्यादा कैसे आ रहा है? We are making some mistake. 1180.2 आता है. Is this correct? 1180.80? Yes. Sorry, you need to subtract also. I forgot this, minus 1000 rupees. Here also minus 1000 rupees. So this comes to 363.80 and this comes to 180.80. सॉल्व कर रहे कि नहीं आप?
तो 480.60 आ रहा है
किसका? सी का?
बी का.
सर वही बोला था मैंने भी.
नहीं
1400 आ रहा है.
नहीं 200 इंटू 9.909 प्लस 200 इंटू 0.826 प्लस 600. ओके सॉरी 600 था वो. ठीक है, कितना आ रहा है?
480.60.
480. ओके
480.6.
480.60.
हाँ,
Yes.
60.
Okay, fine. Now for C you find out and then we'll end here with the capital budgeting techniques.
$41.4.
क्या? 41
$41.4.
40 आ रहा है कि बाकी लोगों का भी सेम? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so same way you can also find out for D. Okay, after this class you can try. So these are the three methods we have covered: payback, discounted payback, and NPV. Now in the next slide, this is basically a numerical for accounting rate of return. Okay, so you can try this. It is exactly similar to what we had discussed in our example which we took for ARR explanation. Okay, and internal rate of return also we'll have to do trial and error for um, when the cash flows are uneven, and when they are same then we can directly find out the IRR from the present value factor for lump sum. So this is that problem involving IRR calculation. Okay, so you can try. If you face any issues in solving this, we can discuss it in the next classes. Okay, so IRR rationale is that we need to find out that rate for which the present value of the future cash flows becomes equal to the present value of the cash outflows. Say for example, here we'll do this one just to show you an example. So IRR equal this is minus 25,000. Okay, minus 25,000 uh, plus this 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees we are going to earn in the first year itself at the rate of 10 means multiplied by 0.909. That is factor we don't have to even see now, we know. Okay, so this has to be multiplied by R और से प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर, और उसके नीचे आप लिख सकते हो, यहाँ पे वैसे है नहीं तो ठीक है, इन द ब्रैकेट यू राइट डाउन फॉर 1 year and R, so you just write like this equal to, it has to be 0. So this means present value factor in the bracket 1 R is equal to 30,000 divided by 25,000. So that is 1.2. Okay. So you can look into the tables of 10, 1.2, 1.2 तो है ही नहीं, present value factor for annuity. वन केस में है नहीं. Okay, so this is present value factor of lump sum, fine, for 1 year. सो वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट 1.2 कहाँ पे आ रहा है, लेकिन 1.2 किधर भी नहीं दिख रहा है. आई डोंट नो, इट इज रिड्यूसिंग एक्चुअली. Where should we find it? Table interest rate increase जा रहा है. यहाँ पे दिख रहा है बट एक केस में नहीं है. 1.12 तो दिख नहीं रहा. Let me see, check. सॉरी, ये उल्टा हो गया है. ये 25 है divided by this is 30,000. .83. So there was a mistake here. It was 25,000 divided by 30,000. Okay, so it comes to 0.8333. And now if we go to the table, .833, it is coming 20%. Okay, are you able to see here? Okay, समझ में आया ना आप लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
So the R will be small r, 20%. Internal rate of return will be 20% in first case. In second case it will be present value factor in the bracket. यहाँ पे कितने साल हो गए? 4 साल के बाद में है वो. 4 years, and this is R. This is equal to 25,000 divided by 43,750. Okay, so this is 0.571. Okay, so now we need to look for 0.571 in the present value factor. ओके, चार साल के इसमें 0.571 देखना है आपको. सो 0.571 इज एग्जैक्टली हियर. सो 15%. समझ में आ रहा है ना आप लोगों को? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so 0.571 is for 15%. Okay, this is which tables we are looking? lump sum वाले tables कर रहे हैं हम लोग, annuity नहीं कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो 15% आया है यहाँ पे. R equal to 15%. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So यहाँ पे अभी एक ही कैश फ्लो है. जितने भी कैश फ्लो रहेंगे सबके लिए आपको वो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर ये करके ये करना पड़ेगा. ओके, इफ यू हैव अनइवन कैश फ्लोज देन इट बिकम्स अ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड थिंग. ट्रायल एंड एरर से आपको निकलना पड़ेगा. किसके लिए जीरो हो रहा है? यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली आएगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे एक ही फ्लो दिया है, ठीक है, क्लियर। तो यही ऐसे ही करके जो भी एक स्टेप में ऑब्जेक्टिव आंसर आ रहा है, ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव में आएंगे टेस्ट में, ठीक है। So I end here. I wanted to also do capital cost of capital. We'll do the next time, and that will be the last session for our unit number 2.
Okay.
ठीक है. Any questions if you have on this, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll end.
No, sir.
Okay, then I'll end it. Already 3 ही मिनट
Okay, sir.
बचे आपको अगले क्लास के लिए, ठीक है.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
हेलो. ओके, ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
थँक्यू सर.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू.